The funding is needed to speed up testing and approval of any promising Ebola vaccines and treatments, including those here at the NIH. It's needed to help us partner with other countries to prevent and deal with future outbreaks and threats before they become epidemics. This is something I want to just focus on for a second. Tony and I were fondly reminiscing about SARS and H1N1. That's what these guys do for fun. And we were lucky with H1N1 that it did not prove to be more deadly. We can't say we're lucky with Ebola because obviously it's having a devastating effect in West Africa, but it is not airborne in its transmission. There may and likely will come a time in which we have both an airborne disease that is deadly.
And that time came. Before we get to COVID, you took your life in your hands to treat Ebola patients. It's the most dangerous thing you've ever had to be in the room with. You weren't going to catch AIDS by treating AIDS patients. People could catch COVID by treating COVID patients. But Ebola, the chance of you being killed in your treatment of an Ebola patient was as high as it gets in the world of medicine. What about that? When you think about your wife, you think about your 3 kids, when you put on that suit, that giant suit to walk in there to seal off your body from any possible contact, and you're walking in there, what makes you walk in there?
Well, the fact is we have a great team at the NIH that is part of the team that did that, and I just felt strongly that I didn't want to ask my team to do something that I myself was not willing to do. And so I just made it clear that during the 3+ weeks that patient you're referring to was in our specialized intensive care unit. By specialized, I mean working with spacesuits in a intensive care setting. I just felt I could not say, okay, guys and ladies, go in there and do that. I just wanted to be part of the team. And I was part of the team. I didn't lead it. I was there doing my job according to what the ICU guys were telling me to do. I was a worker, not a leader, but I was in the room because I wanted to be with them.
So did Christine Grady, your amazing wife, who you, of course, met at work, because where else are you going to meet anyone? She was a nurse treating patients that you were treating. Did she know you were going to go in?
Yes. Yes. And in typical Christine Grady fashion, she said, is that what you really want to do? Even though she was concerned. My children were probably more concerned because I don't think they fully understand the issue at the time about personal protective equipment and what that would be. But she said she encouraged me to do it, even though she said, I'm concerned. Obviously, be careful. And, you know, the care is mostly when you're taking off your personal protective equipment, because it's a very, very precise process that this person happened to be really very ill. So the idea of bodily fluids with blood and urine and feces and things that we had to take care of in there obviously got all over our personal protective equipment. And you get infected when you take it off improperly. So there's a very, very precise way to do that with very well-trained, mostly nurses who watch you and make sure you do it absolutely correctly. So we did, and luckily no one got infected.
There was panic in the land. There were governors who were trying to stop anyone who might have been exposed to Ebola from even landing on a plane in their states. And when you successfully treated a patient who emerged from treatment healthy, you made it a point to publicly hug that patient. Let's take a look at that moment. This was a deliberate choice you made. You wanted everyone to see that this was completely safe and that she should be welcomed back among us. After that, President Obama, I think we have a shot of President Obama also hugging her in the White House. Both of you giving that public example about we've dealt with this and this is how safe this is.
Yeah. Of course, there was a lot of stigma associated in Africa. And even, it was an interesting kind of stigma, Lawrence, not only about people who recovered, that people weren't quite sure they recovered and they didn't want to have anything to do with them, but there was even some stigma against the doctors and nurses who were taking care of the patients, thinking that they may be kind of subliminally infected and we don't know it and they're going to infect us. So that was the reason why I did that, and why, to his credit, President Obama did the same thing.
When COVID hit, would you say you were ready, or as ready as you could be?
I was as ready as I could be from my standpoint as a physician and as a scientist, because as soon as the sequence of that virus became available on January 10th, 2020, my team got mobilized from the Vaccine Research Center. That reported directly to me, but they had some spectacular scientists in there, and they went to work in collaboration with the pharmaceutical company to get that vaccine work started literally within days. And within a couple of months, we had a phase 1 trial, phase 2 trial, phase 3 trial. 11 months go by, we have a safe and highly effective vaccine. That had never before been done, even close to that, by any other vaccine for a disease this deadly in history.
And this book and you are great at assigning credit to this work to researchers like Kizzy Corbett, who did amazing work on that vaccine.
Barney Graham.
Yes. And by the way, throughout the book, on all of the medical issues raised, there's a very long list of important names you're going to learn about who deserves credit for saving these lives faced with these threats.